Namaste, and welcome to these, the Hindu Experience Students Edition 2020. I'm Kajal, Campus Secretary for the National Hindu Students Forum UK, and I'll be your host for this morning. I hope you're sitting comfortably and are ready for this flight through a weekend of opportunity. Before we go any further, we'd like to start off with a short mantra to set the tone for today. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Thank you. We're so happy to see so many of you here from across the nation and overseas, from our chapters and other societies, and from so many backgrounds and professions. Welcome to our Borivar. We hope you're ready to collect your stamps and join us on an amazing journey through a weekend of discussions, panels, and workshops from Hindu professionals in a field of your interest, be that science, tech, and engineering, or business, governance, and law, health and well-being, or arts and humanities, self or society. We've got you covered. As a keen dancer and a newly qualified teacher, I know exactly which sessions I want to be attending. I hope that with the help of our Hindu speakers from across the globe, you are able to enhance skills, explore culture, and embody dharma. I would now like to introduce T.H.E.S.E May, our national president. T.H.E.S.E graduated from York in chemistry, works in technology strategy in Unilever, and has served as national president since 2017.
Namaste, and a very warm welcome to everyone tuning in today. Thank you to almost 370 plus of you who have registered for our online conference. Welcome to Nhsf. If this is your first encounter with Nhsf, let me take this opportunity to share a little bit more about our organization. The National Hindu Students Forum was founded in 1991 with a simple but vital vision. It started off humbly with a single sari-draped table, a small sign, and a murti at the London School of Economics, where a handful of bright, aspiring, and determined students, just like you, decided that they would graduate with something more than the common experiences that students collect. They would go on to pour themselves entirely with their tan, man, and dhan, that is, with their time, mind, and money, into this voluntary student movement that today, 29 years on, stands with the same unwavering purpose: to protect, preserve, practice, and promote Hindu dharma. So it is with this tyag and this dedication in mind that it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you to the Hindu Experience Students Edition 2020, a 2-day virtual conference celebrating Hindu identity and the fusion of our dharmic values into our daily lives to build a better world. Over the course of the next 2 days, we will explore questions such as, what does it actually mean to be Hindu? And what does sustainability have to do with dharma? Are science and dharma truly distinct? Or are they more closely related than our RE teachers may have led us to believe? What values and influences have shaped the Hindu story so far? And who is narrating this story in the media today? These are just some of the questions that we will explore through 6 different lenses across 20 individual sessions over the next 36 hours. We are joined by talented Hindus from across the world, from CEOs in private equity and finance to technology and business entrepreneurs, pioneers in healthcare to influencers in the creative scene, Hollywood director, our government's nuclear advisor, and a former advisor to the Indian Prime Minister are just but to name a few. Join us and tune in to the stories shared by each of these leading lights and more, who in their own way have forged a path to bring dharma in level step with success. Across our 6 streams that Kajal mentioned earlier, we'll dive in deep into the nuances of artha, culture, sanskar, science, and spirituality, where you too will have the opportunity to interact with our experts. So dig deep, think hard, and share your questions with us. It's going to be a diverse and engaging 2 days, and it is my hope that by the time we log off and unplug tomorrow evening, we'll be that much more informed, that much more articulate, and that much more confident to bring our Hindu identity and our Hinduness to stand right next to our British identity, to lead a more wholesome, authentic, integrated, and congruent life. Simply put, can you and I not limit our Hinduness to the confines of our homes, whilst embracing something a little bit more lukewarm everywhere else and outside? What will it take for you and I to transform the common narrative and to be confidently and unapologetically Hindu wherever we go? And with that, I hope you will engage with as many sessions as possible over the next 2 days, where you can enhance skills, explore culture, and embody dharma. As always, we welcome your thoughts, feedback, and engagement with Nhsf UK. On behalf of the National Hindu Students Forum, I welcome you to the Hindu Experience Students Edition 2020.
Thank you, Drishti for that warm welcome. Next, I would like to welcome Lord Jitashkaria. Lord Jitashkaria is a member of the House of Lords as Baron Gadia of Northwood. Lord Gadia studied at the University of Cambridge and London Business School. By profession, he is an investment banker. He has previously worked for Barclays, AMRO, ABN, and Barings Bank. Currently, he is a senior managing director for the Blackstone Group, a US private equity firm. Lord Gadia also sits on the government's UK Financial Investments Board. He was appointed as Baron of Northwood in 2017. In 2018, he also founded the Multicultural Professionals Network Forum. Lord Gadia has often been a strong voice in Parliament championing British Hindu issues and identity. Thank you, Lord Gadia.
Thank you, Kajal. Namaste. Good morning, and thank you for inviting me to the opening session of this virtual conference hosted by the National Hindu Students Forum, the Student Edition 2020. You have a full weekend ahead of you, packed with a series of fascinating panels and excellent speakers. So let me begin by congratulating the organizing team for the quality of the program and content, which I can see is designed to be stimulating, topical, and edgy. In fact, with such a well thought through agenda, it would be wrong of me as the opening speaker to even attempt a mic drop moment. Perhaps a more appropriate aspiration is being the opening batsman playing in an international test match away from home. Faced with the first over, it's better to score 6 single runs than hitting the ball out of the ground. So in this virtual arena, let me instead attempt 6 observations relevant to our current times, which I hope provides a helpful backdrop for your interactions over the weekend. My first observation is the significance of the present pandemic, not the epidemiology or the economic consequences, which are analyzed ad nauseum on a daily basis, but a broader sense of perspective. Anyone living through a momentous period in world history can underestimate its significance at the time. All of us need to develop more foresight about hindsight and recognize that we are living through a truly defining episode. Although we are still learning to live with COVID, in years to come, we will look back to an era before COVID, BC, and after COVID, AC. we will see this as a watershed moment which triggered enduring consequences for generations to come. Second, a crisis doesn't create character, it reveals it. The response to COVID is a live example of this insight. British Hindus have revealed their true character through the exemplary way in which they have risen to the challenges faced by society. It makes me proud to see how organizations such as Seva Day or numerous mandirs or community associations up and down the country have provided regular meals to frontline NHS workers and supported the elderly and vulnerable. I would like to take this opportunity to applaud all of you who have participated in this wonderful seva, which provides a living example of our values. It is also a powerful illustration that we are all part of something far greater and more important than ourselves, and that how we help each other now will determine what type of world we emerge into after the crisis. Third, we have demonstrated our remarkable capacity as human beings to adapt. Indeed, the secret of great civilizations is that they embrace change, retaining their essential values and authenticity, yet modernize to reflect new circumstances. So when I see Hindu funerals and prathanas conducted on Zoom, or weddings and engagements moving online, I don't despair, but rather celebrate our fortitude and ingenuity, which makes our culture one of the oldest continuous civilizations. The importance of adaptability fits neatly with my fourth point, which is being open to new ideas. Indeed, this is the essence of the university experience. In my speeches in the House of Lords explaining the Hindu way of life, I have emphasized how we are seekers, not believers. We are not a faith with a codified belief system or a defined set of scriptures that proselytize an unchallengeable truth. Instead, we are on a quest for meaning, taking us wherever the evidence and experience leads. In finding truth, there are many and varied paths. That is why Hinduism is the ultimate big tent, which respects differences and embraces global influences. Fifth, Hinduism offers a uniquely holistic approach to physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. And I'm pleased to see a number of panel discussions covering these topics. As we know, mental health has historically been the poor cousin, yet we see growing evidence that COVID is unleashing a parallel epidemic in mental well-being. So there is an urgency to addressing this challenge. We have seen how yoga has taken off in recent years, and my sense is that meditation could undergo a similar process of widespread adoption. We are already seeing mindfulness becoming a feature in the effective teaching of children, and it is also a growing subject in the workplace, especially if we are destined to increase home working and spend hours in front of these screens. Sixth, and finally, don't be shy of your identity or scared of having multiple identities. Some fear the risk of becoming confused or rudderless. As someone of Indian Hindu origin, born in Uganda and raised in the UK, I believe that having a triple identity provides a unique advantage. The beauty of wearing 3 or more hats, either separately or all at the same time, is that you don't feel confined to one culture and you can transcend them all. But understanding your identity is a big strength. So, as NHSF looks forward to celebrating its 30th anniversary next year, I can say with confidence that you meet the test which every self-respecting organization should seek to satisfy. Namely, if you didn't exist, then would you invent it? In the case of NHSF, there is no question in my mind that you would. It has been a factory of future leaders. Now, more than ever, Hindus require a stronger voice and profile to counter the distorted representation that has become so endemic across the media. Even though the UK is now home to 1 million Hindus, the collective understanding of the world's 3rd largest religion is surprisingly shallow. So NHSF has the opportunity provide a fresh approach to promoting, protecting, and preserving and practicing Hindu Dharma. And you can count on my full support in that mission. Thank you for inviting me as the honorific opening batsman this morning, and I wish you success with an engaging, stimulating, and rewarding conference, which I hope will allow you to enhance skills, explore culture, and embody Dharma. Once again, my congratulations to the organizing team and the entire executive committee of Nhsf. May your activities continue to flourish. Namaste and warmest best wishes.
Thank you so much, Lord Gadia, for that inspiring opening. Today's journey covers a whole range of sessions and workshops between now and 5 p.m, including a discussion on science and Dharma, project politics, and creating change through creativity. That is just a snippet of what you can get involved in today and tomorrow, so please do check out the full timetable for timings and more information on our website, nhsf.org.uk, and on our social media platforms. Now fasten your seatbelts and get ready to take off and propel your potential.